Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News Midday starts now.
Good morning and thanks for joining us for 23 ABC News at 11 a.m. I'm Danielle Kern. It is a busy day for President Trump and Kern County as the president is set to be right here in Bakersfield later today. Let's take a look at some live pictures from Palm Springs. The president in Southern California for a fundraiser at the estate of Oracle Chairman Larry Ellison in Rancho Mirage. The president has a busy schedule today, going from Rancho Mirage to Bakersfield, then Phoenix, before returning to Las Vegas, where he stayed overnight. Today, we have team coverage of the president's visit at Meadows Field and throughout town, where there's even protests taking place. Let's send things over first to Daniela Garrido, who's at a very busy Meadows Field. Daniela.
That's right. A very busy day now that the day has finally come that President Trump will be stopping briefly here in Bakersfield. Look at this crowd. Just look at this line. I can tell you this line curves around the corner where President Trump is expected to speak. I'm going to just show you guys over here. You see those KCSO deputies have already set up. They have been here since around 6 a.m. this morning. I'll tell you, it was just moments ago that the first people who arrived here around 7 a.m. were let inside. You can see over there, there is another checkpoint where they're going to be checking for registration. Again, as we've been reporting all week, this is an event that is only for people who were invited. Those invitees were sent out by the White House, confirmed by the White House, and they will be coming in here today, but it is on a first come, first served basis. So people have been here since very early this morning. I mean, around 7 a.m. I saw those first people, and now is when these people are starting to go in. Again, they're going to be discussing water issues in the Central Valley, and we've spoken with a couple of people here, and they say that they're really looking forward to hearing what he has to say. And although there's a lot of support here, that's very different from the scene that we're seeing in downtown Bakersfield. I'm going to send that over to 23 ABC's Tori Cooper.
Yes, I'm here in downtown Bakersfield on the corner of 18th Street and L, where community members say they are simply here to express themselves in light of President Donald Trump passing through Bakersfield. Now, this event was originally organized by the Cesar Chavez Foundation, Julie Solis, who is running for the California Assembly District number 34, and the Kern Democrats on Facebook. Now, last time I checked, the event had around 45 people who were expected to show up here, and it appears less than 45 people have showed up here, but it is still unclear how long people do expect to be out here. Now, when I did ask one of the organizers from the Cesar Chavez Foundation, he refused to provide a statement for why they were here, but he did tell me this is an open place to express and they will have an open mic. Now, some of the community members say they feel like they are here protesting what they feel is oppression towards the migrant community here in Bakersfield. Community members told me they feel President Trump is not supporting migrants and the lower income people. They say he says he's spending more of his time with the farmers instead of the farm workers, and they want to see him spend more time in the lower socioeconomic communities to bring about change and hear what they need. They say without farm workers, Kern County wouldn't be what it is, and they say they make the farming industry go round. Some say they would be welcome to the president here on this corner to show that they would be welcoming regardless of the differences, while others told me they feel it's too little too late and that he should have come to Bakersfield or any other poor community long ago. They say they have seen other leaders like Robert Kennedy take time to spend with the United Farm Workers Association and the Dolores Huerta Foundation, along with other farming organization supporters, when they pass through Bakersfield, and they just don't feel that that's happening. Now, the people behind me really wanted to express that this is not supposed to be appearing as a place of hate, but rather a place of a reminder of the love that we can all share for one another and our differences. So it is still unclear how long protesters will be out here, but we will be bringing their voice throughout the morning and throughout the day. But for now, I am going to send things over to Bayon Wang, and I'm live here in downtown Bakersfield for 23 ABC News. I'm Tori Cooper.
Tori, good morning. Not a single protester on our end here at the Meadows Field Airport. Let me just step out of the way so you can see all the excited President Donald Trump supporters filed in line here now. There is about 1,000 of them. They came rapidly within the last hour or so. When we first started off here at about 7 a.m., there was maybe 5 in line, okay? About 30 minutes ago, there were about 100. Now I would estimate about 1,000 here. A lot of local farmers here looking to hear from the president and how he's going to address our water issues in Kern County. We are an agriculture county. A lot of local farmers saying Sacramento's not doing much. They want to see what the president's going to do. I spoke to a lot of these individuals. A lot of them haven't met a president. The last time a president was in Kern County, it was Barack Obama in 2012 in Keene. And we're here with Whitney, who says she's incredibly excited to hear the president. What are you expecting inside?
I am expecting just positive news. I expect him to come up with a plan for the farmers with the water, because if we don't have water, California is going to be in a lot of trouble, especially the Central Valley. We need to help produce for the world. So, President Trump, help California. Save us. Save us.
From Gavin, definitely.
Yes.
And that's a lot of what we've been hearing here, saying that people telling me that Sacramento isn't doing much. Now, for our county to get federal attention, especially, Bakersfield here, not really a big place on the map, what does that mean?
You know what? We're a small, big town. We have Kevin McCarthy behind our back. I think he fights for us all the way. We expect big things from him as well, and I think he's going to do it. But we are a small, big town, and we have a lot of Trump people who are going to push to get what we need for our water.
And just one last question here. So, these water issues, local farmers have been telling me it's been years in the making. Does any of this federal attention seem untimely to you?
I do. I think it's a mess. I think we've got robbed by Newsom. I think he's not paying attention. I think he's going to affect our oil, and we have to stand up and fight.
Whitney, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay, so you can see this line is now moving towards the hangar that President Donald Trump is expected at this afternoon. We're going to give you live updates. We'll have a live digital update too at 2 p.m., a special show for an hour till 3. For now, Bayon Wang, 23 ABC. Back to you guys.
All right, Daniela, Tori, and Bayon, thank you. We'll have team coverage on that throughout the day. Right now, let's take a break. Get a check of the forecast from Elena Rusk. It's pretty nice outside right now.
It's really nice outside. Yeah, calm and quiet. You saw many people out there in just jeans and a nice shirt. That dry weather pattern continuing with a little bit of onshore flow, so it's 61. Great in the sunshine, a little cool in the shade. But as we all keep on climbing later today, take a look at some of these temperatures. 70s for Wasco, Bakersfield, Lamont, Arvin, Ridgecrest, and even down into Lancaster today. 60s for much of the rest of the county. Take a look ahead to a chance of rain for this weekend coming up.
And we're following some breaking news this morning. The mayor of McFarland has announced he will be resigning this week.
By the end of today, I will resign as mayor for the city of McFarland, primarily because I think it's time for other leadership to emerge.
In a phone interview with Mayor Manuel Cantu this morning, he said he's resigning to spend more time with his family and possibly pursue his passion as a minister. Cantu has been mayor of McFarland for 9 years. When asked if his resignation has anything to do with the death of John Wooner, the former McFarland city manager, Cantu said it absolutely does.
John was a great team leader. John was a great friend. John is a friend. And so him not being here definitely has created some emotions for me that I have to consider as well. But we were a great team, and so obviously, not having John here with us is one of the many factors that I take into consideration.
He added that 2019 was a challenging year for him and the city of McFarland, and that last year played a role in his decision to resign. Cantu said Mayor Pro Tem Steve McFarland will now step in as interim mayor. Well, new details in the death of a fire captain in Porterville. We're learning the man who was killed in the fire at a library to the north of us was from Bakersfield. The firefighter who was killed has been identified as 35-year-old fire captain Raymond Figueroa. According to friends and colleagues of Figueroa, he graduated from Delano High School and recently moved back to Bakersfield. Another firefighter, now identified as 25-year-old Patrick Jones, is still unaccounted for. That fire broke out shortly after 4 p.m. yesterday, just yards away from the Porterville Fire Department.
The city of Porterville has identified Fire Captain Raymond Figueroa, 35 years old, as the firefighter who was killed in the city of Porterville library fire. Captain Figueroa started his career with Porterville City in 2007. Additionally, firefighter Patrick Jones, 25 years old, has been confirmed as still unaccounted for. Firefighter Jones started his career with the city of Porterville in 2017.
The Porterville Police Department says two 13-year-old boys have been arrested on charges of arson, manslaughter, and conspiracy. Bakersfield City Fire sent an engine to Porterville to help with emergency calls today. In other news, Robert Rivas, the man behind a machete attack at a Starbucks in Southwest Bakersfield, could spend the rest of his life in prison. This morning, a judge sentenced Rivas to 7 years to life for the September 2018 machete attack at the Starbucks on Stockdale Highway. Rivas was found guilty in January of multiple felonies, including attempted voluntary manslaughter. After attacking a woman, a Good Samaritan, Blaine Hodge, intervened and was also attacked by Rivas. A judge sentenced him to another 8 years after he serves that initial sentence. He'll be eligible for parole after 7 years. Right now, the State of the State address with Governor Gavin Newsom is underway. Let's take a live look at the address right now. It's all happening just before a joint convention of the California legislature. There's a live stream of this address on both the governor's office's Twitter and on their Facebook page and on our 23 ABC social media accounts as well. The governor has so far touched on several topics like the state's budget, the homeless crisis, water, and more. We'll keep tracking that.